Hello, you lovely lot. How are ya? Guess what? We got a Canal Karen. Yep, that's what I call him anyway. A local who lives in his little box, his concrete little box, pays his council tax and despises people on boats. I just caught him, right, outside my boat with a tripod, a camera, and a effing zoom lens recording my boat. Now, I don't go to the water point down there very often, but my other half does. She goes there every day to get water, and he keeps talking to her. Now, I think he thinks that she's on this boat on her own. That, if it is what I think it is just really weird, right? But it isn't. I think he's just like trying to find details on our boat to record us to the Canal and River Trust, because there's nothing on our boat to identify us, and we're on a mooring, right? He has been seen by me previously walking down the canal with his camera in his hand, standing outside people's boats, recording their index numbers and details on their boats. And I think he goes home with these numbers and calls up CRT and says, this boat, and this boat have been there 2 days, over there 2 weeks. Right? So, when we were CCing for a year, for the first time, we had residents coming out asking us questions like this, because we was moored up behind their gardens, right? You know, on the towpath where we're supposed to be. But their garden happens to be on a towpath. They've chose to buy a house on the back of the canal, and now they don't like boats. Don't get it. They'll ask us questions like, how long are you going to be there? Where do you go to the toilet? Are you going to pee in the canal? Are you going to leave tomorrow? You know, really strange questions. You just don't ask strangers, right? You just don't ask strangers. I don't go around to their door. Whoops. Oh, here we go. I've got a virus. What do? I turn off my computer before I record. Right. Here we go. Anyway, so they ask us dodgy questions and make us feel uncomfortable, and I hope we move on. And this guy is obviously doing it by standing outside your boat with a camera recording you and hoping that you will leave, because he's weirding you out. And now he's trying to weird us out. So, just thought I'd update you. We've got a Canal Karen. I turned my CCTV on, and it does this funny thing when it starts up. It says like CCTV connecting, Wi-Fi connecting, Wi-Fi connected. It makes a point of letting you know that someone is watching you. Do you know what I mean? So I recorded him, and I have him on a video, which I'm going to show my other half later on. I'm sure she'd be intrigued to see that. Weirdo. Lurking on the towpath. You know? You get this kind of weirdness. I don't know what it is, but they just despise people who live on boats. They just don't like the fact that other people have made a better choice than they have. Regardless of how difficult it might be, or how hard it might be, and all the other stuff that comes with being on a boat, and having to turn around and go back, get water, empty your toilet, and all this jargon. They just hate us. I don't know why. I don't know why. So, what I'd like to know is if any of you who watch my channel have a boat, do you get harassed by locals? Do they come up and ask you strange questions when you moor up? Have you had this sort of thing happen to you? Would you leave a comment below? I'd like to know and discuss it with you. I'd like to know how you handle that kind of thing. You know, what's the best way? Because I just want to be like, can you just bugger off? Or if they're recording me, I want to record them back. But I don't want to play the retaliation game. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather resolve stuff and have them go away for good. But I think I scared the bejesus out of him when I set my cameras off. And when he was packing up, I pressed the alarm button. And he turned around and was like, what on earth is that? Damn, I'm on camera. And I think I know who it is. He's the guy right by the water point. And he watches everybody out of his window every day and records their numbers. So have you had a confrontation with a Canal Karen, or has Any local residents been acting weirdly around you, asking you odd questions? Leave a note down below. I'll answer it. I'd like to discuss it with you. I haven't done a video in a while because I've been enjoying the summer and I've been fixing my boat. And sometimes you just need to just do stuff that doesn't require recording. Do you know what I mean? Just take a break, innit? The videos you've been seeing previously are from about 2 years ago when we were fixing our boat. So what you're seeing is the past. These are little captions of the process of us gutting the boat and all that business. You know, it was a bit of a disaster, as you can see. So the normal videos of me and my ugly mug chatting will be resuming once I've got them out of my system. I'm putting them up there as a kind of thing to look back on later down the line when I get older, do you know what I mean? Because they'll just be on the intro tube then, won't they? Do you know what I mean? I hope they serve as a warning to people to make sure you don't buy a boat without a survey, because it can be an absolute catastrophe. Seriously, people are still doing it. Anyway, I hope you're safe. I hope you're well wherever you are in the world. And I shall resume my ugly mug on camera shortly. Take care, people. Be safe and be well. Bye-bye.